Welcome everyone to another startup and automobile documentation. What we have here is a 2019 Ford F-350 Super Duty Lariat Crew Cab. This exterior color is known by Ford as magnetic. It does have secure code. On the key, you have buttons for lock, unlock, remote start, and panic. Chrome door handles. The front door panels have storage areas. It does have a premium B&O sound system. You have power windows, locks, and mirrors. You also have power folding mirrors and power sliding mirrors. You also have 3-person memory settings for the driver's seat. This one has a black interior, and the Lariat trim adds leather seat upholstery. Both front seats are fully powered with 2-way power lumbar support. But now that we're behind the wheel, let's go ahead and start up that 6.7 Power Stroke. This 2019 F-350 represents the 2017 through 2022 generation of the Ford F-Series Super Duty range of full-size trucks, which range from the 3/4-ton F-250 all the way up to the commercial-grade F-550 and F-600 chassis cabs. 2017 marked the F-Series Super Duty's first 100% redesign since 1999, when the Super Duty range was first spun off from the F-150. The 17 Super Duty followed the same route as the 2015 generation F-150 in that it switched to an all-aluminum construction. This resulted in it being hundreds of pounds lighter than the outgoing generation. At the same time, the trucks were much more structurally rigid and strong than the outgoing models, thanks in part to a much stronger frame. For 2020, the Super Duty got a mid-cycle refresh, which lightly updated the exterior styling and also introduced a new 10-speed transmission, a newly available 7.3-liter gas V8 engine, and improved power and torque ratings for the 6.7 Power Stroke diesel. For 2023, the Super Duty got its next major redesign, now with a cab and interior derived from the 2021 generation F-150, albeit the frame I believe is mostly carried over from the outgoing generation. The 2019 Super Duty pickup truck range was offered as the F-250, F-350, and F-450. The F-550 was chassis cab only. Trim levels included XL, XLT, Lariat, King Ranch, Platinum, and Limited. Body styles included regular cab, super cab, and crew cab, and the Lariat trim level came in both super cab and crew cab. Engine options for the 2019 F-350 Super Duty included either a 6.2-liter gas V8 or the Power Stroke 6.7-liter turbodiesel V8, the latter of which obviously being what this one has. The transmission in all 2019 Super Duties was a 6-speed automatic, and your drivetrain options were the usual rear-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive. Now, as for the 2019 Super Duty commercial chassis cab range, that lineup was a bit different, and I'll explain the key differences between it and the pickup truck range in a caption that you can pause and read right now. In the instrument cluster, we have 2 analog gauges, which are your tachometer and speedometer, with all the rest being located in this large digital info display, which can be gone through via these controls on the steering wheel. My view, you can configure whatever you want to show up here. Then you could do your trip computers, average fuel economy, that kind of stuff. Some of your auxiliary gauges. All sorts of towing info. We don't have a trailer hooked up, so it's not saying much. Off-road status, pitch and roll, that kind of stuff. Gauge selection, you can choose. I guess you can actually configure what this gauge is. So if you want tranny temp, diesel exhaust fluid, or turbo boost, you can do that. As you can see, at the time of filming, this one has 47,097 miles on it. It has a 4-spoke design, leather-wrapped, and multifunctional steering wheel. As for controls, on this side you have your information display controls and your cruise controls. And on this side, you have your audio controls and your Bluetooth controls, along with your voice command button. The steering wheel is tilt and telescopic. The parking brake is foot operated. You have power adjustable pedals, your headlight switch, along with your fog lamp and cargo lamp controls, panel dimmer. These are for your puddle lamps on the mirrors. Climate vent for the driver. Grab handles on both A-pillars. On this side is your high beam, turn signal, and wiper stalk. And it does have a column-mounted gear shifter. Entering reverse does reveal a backup camera with guidance lines, along with an overhead camera, and you actually have several different camera views. Tow haul mode. Going down the center of the interior, we have a speaker up top, some storage, central climate vents, along with the touchscreen interface for your Sync 3 infotainment system. We'll go over that more in a bit. With this button, you can bring up your forward-facing camera. Then you can also go back to the cargo camera, that kind of thing. Your hazard switch, you can toggle your hill descent control, traction control, and your exhaust brake. You have some physical radio controls / infotainment system controls, volume, power, tuning, presets, that kind of thing. Passenger airbag indicator. On this side you have your 4-wheel drive controls, 2 high, 4 high, and 4 low, along with your rear diff lock. And on this side you have a 12-volt power outlet and a household style power outlet. Trailer brake controller. Right here is your whole set of dual zone automatic climate controls. You also have 3-stage heated and cooled front seats. Some storage along with 2 USB-A ports. Storage and cup holders. Storage there. Large center console with a removable tray. And 2 cup holders for the rear passengers. Upper and lower glove boxes. Lower one is lockable. Both sun visors do have vanity mirrors and lights. The driver's one also houses your garage home link controls, auto dimming rear view, and on the overhead console, you have the control for your powered rear window. You have 6 auxiliary switches for any aftermarket accessories, light bars, etc. you might add on to it. You can just route them through here. 'Sunglass holder, overhead lighting, 2 cup holders for the rear passengers. Yep, upper and lower glove boxes. Lower one is lockable. Both sun visors do have vanity mirrors and lights. The driver's one also houses your garage home link controls, auto dimming rear view, and on the overhead console, you have the control for your powered rear window. You have 6 auxiliary switches for any aftermarket accessories, light bars, etc. you might add on to it. You can just route them through here. Sunglass holder, And these are the controls for your panoramic sunroof. So here is the Sync 3 infotainment system in this truck. It's a pretty simple system, especially because it's been out for like quite a few years. I'm very familiar with it. You have AM, FM, Sirius XM plus Bluetooth audio streaming. Then you have climate controls. You can control them from here. Pair a phone. And this one does have a navigation map. Sirius XM Travel Link. So if you have a subscription, you can go to local fuel prices, movie listings, weather, that good stuff, and various settings. But now we'll go ahead and roll down the driver's window and take a look at the engine bay. Both front windows are fully automatic. This Lariat rides on the available 20-inch, 8-spoke, chrome-like PVD rims. This F-350 is powered by Ford's Powerstroke 6.7-liter turbodiesel V8 engine. It's a pushrod engine with an iron block and aluminum heads, along with 4 valves per cylinder and high-pressure common rail injection. In 2019 trucks, horsepower is rated at 450 at 2,800 RPM, while torque is rated at 935 pound-feet at just 1,800 RPM. The transmission is a torque shift 6-speed automatic with low gear selection and a manual mode, and the truck in this video is a 4-wheel drive. Running on diesel fuel, long bed F-350 crew cabs have a 48-gallon fuel tank. 4-wheel drive models have a front monobeam or solid axle with coil springs and a solid rear axle with leaf springs. Bringing the truck to a stop are 4-wheel ventilated disc brakes. Towing capacity for this truck, I believe, is roughly 20,700 pounds. The fuel cap is on the driver's side. The back door panels also have storage. Back seat bases fold up. Both front seats have mat pockets in the backs. Rear passengers do get 2 cup holders right here, along with their own set of climate vents, a 12-volt power outlet, another household-style power outlet, and 2 USB-A ports, in addition to a folding center armrest with 2 more cup holders. You also have grab handles on both B-pillars, coat hooks, and your overhead lighting. Now, space back here, I'm about 6'1" with the driver's seat in a pretty comfortable position for myself, and space is absolutely ample back here. Roomy as can be. It's like a limousine that has 1,000 pound-feet of diesel torque. Dual exhausts. This crew cab model has the available 8-foot bed, which offers 78.5 cubic feet of cargo space. It also comes with a built-in tailgate step. Anyhow, thanks for checking out this tour of this 2019 Ford F-350 Super Duty. And, as always, stay on the lookout for future tours.